Okay, so I'm opening up, I assume. Okay, so Abby and I were talking about how to really approach May differently. While we don't know the big things that are coming for the company, it's our understanding that it's really big, and we really need to be focusing on just loving on not only new people, but on our existing and former customers and ambassadors too. So we were talking yesterday about like how we really wanted to just approach all of this, and we came up with the idea of impact over income, because like normally we call these income producing activities, and rather than focusing on making them money, because that comes after you make the impact anyway, but really putting our focus on bringing value and emotional equity to people, prospects, customers, and ambassadors alike. So that's what we're hoping to do this month on these power hours, and talking about mindset around those things, and then also really focusing on doing those things, because that's not only setting you up for success for the changes that are coming, it's also going to, like I said, add value and emotional equity to your audience and to people that have already signed up with you and the people that will sign up with you in the future. Abby, is that about right?
Yes, definitely. And I also just want to mention that I think a lot of times when we get so goal focused and income focused, when we're working our business, if we're not careful, it can really start to steal our joy if we're not hitting those financial goals that we want. But it's helped me to um, not not zoom in, like not have such a narrow view of my business, but really just think about like, the past 5 years and the next 5 years of my business. Like, what do I want it to look like and feel like? And I heard somebody say, we often overestimate what we can get done in a year, and we underestimate what we can accomplish in 3 years. So I've tried to really look at my business from that perspective, and it helps me in the times that, like, points are up and down, or your PV is up and down. It's like when you have that zoomed out impact perspective, you don't go into scarcity and panic, because there's always going to be ebb and flow. There is no business on earth that is a rocket ship to the moon. I mean, it just doesn't exist. There's always going to be times where you're moving faster and times where things are a little more plateaued, and there's nothing wrong with that. And so again, like this, hopefully this is something that you guys can go back to if you feel like you're getting in just a hard headspace with your business, that you can go back to this impact over income focus. So I think it'll be really good. I'm excited.
Yeah, because I mean, I think most of us have been trained to really look, like, to live in back office, to stick, like, to look at the numbers, and at some point, I don't know about y'all, but at some point, even for me, like, those numbers start to become about my identity. And I think that's what we really want to like get y'all out of, is because those numbers are not who you are. Mm-hmm. And I think if we can take our focus off of the numbers, are we suggesting not being in your back office? No, you need to know your business. You need to know the numbers of your business, but also learning how to separate how that affects how you feel about yourself from the plan that you have moving forward. And so, like, if we can take the focus off of I have to make a sale today and put it on I have to impact someone's life today, even outside of Plexus. And we're not, everything that we're doing, we're not spamming people's inbox and saying, hey girl, I've got something for you. No, we're taking the time to build or even rebuild a business on a solid stone rock foundation, where you're putting the people first and the other comes after. Like, that's why it's income before, or impact before income, because if that's where you place your focus, the income will follow. But it just doesn't have to be your identity, and it doesn't have to be your sole focus. I mean, it's like the whole quote of people don't care about how much you know until they know how much you care. So we're going to be taking this time to engage, to put the people first, and everything else will follow.
Yeah, definitely. So Again, just to reiterate, like the value, and if you read the description, I don't know where all it got posted last night, but we want everybody to come to these calls all month long with 3 lists. We want you to have a list of prospects or just people that you want to intentionally seek out to add value, to encourage, to connect with this month. So we want like 20 to 25 people. And that's what we're going to focus on today. But we also want you to print out, and it's super easy to do, print out a list of your customers, your existing customers, and your existing ambassadors, even if they're not ordering. Sorry for the dog in the background. But here's the thing, you're going to be so much more efficient with your time if you have those 3 lists, whatever is the most, the easiest for you, whether you want to, 3-hole punch them and keep them in a binder, whether you want to just write the names down in a notebook. But if you sit down to work and you only have 20 minutes and you have those 3 lists, it's going to be super easy for you to open that up and go, okay, there's, I've got 20 people that are, on Facebook that I want to add value to this month. I'm going to pick 5 of these people and I'm going to go intentionally to their Facebook, social media, whatever. And I'm going to comment, I'm going to engage, or maybe I'm going to send them a message and just ask how they're doing. But again, the focus is not going to be like, okay, look in your back office and find your ambassador that's at 90 PV or that turned their subscription off, and then try to come up with a message so you can get them to order. It's going to be the opposite focus. We're not looking to get something from them. We're looking to add something to them for the whole month. So again, those 3 lists, if you don't have those, I would say right after this call, like print those out and keep them wherever you sit down to work. If it's at your desk, keep them right there and just know these are the lists I'm going to be working off of all month.
Yeah, Abby, do you want to show them? I know we're going to schedule or have some time on this to do that. Do you want to show them before we do that how to like set notifications on Instagram and Facebook? Because this is a really good way. Like we talked about, like if you don't know how to do this, like you can either put on Facebook the people in your favorites list so that you're getting noticed like when they're posting, because y'all know how the algorithm is. We don't always see everyone's posts, and this will bump people up. And then also you can be notified anytime your friends on Instagram who are on your list post or even have a story. You want to show them how to do that?
Yes, I'm trying to pull up Facebook so I can do that quickly. And I know things look a little bit differently on the computer versus, let's see, let me screen share with you guys. So, okay, can y'all see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so, and I will tell y'all, this is just an idea. If you're like, I don't even know who to, who to put on my prospect list or whatever. This is something that I'm trying to do right now. Is I'm in this macro challenge group, Tighter Together, and there's 8,500 people in that group. Okay, so we're all in different Facebook communities where there's a purpose behind it. People come to those Facebook communities to either learn about parenting, learn about, studying the Bible, different things. And so what I did was I don't even know if I can find it, but I just posted a picture and said, hey, I'm a mom of 5, I'm about to turn 40. And I'd love to connect with other busy moms who need this, meal planning, meal prepping to be like super simple, like not fancy, but like it needs to be time efficient. And so I probably have like, I don't know, 25, 40 people that commented and said, yes, like I want to do that. So I put them all in a Facebook thread. So boom, like there's my people that are like cold market people that I can just connect with this month. So that's just one tip. Let's see, I'll actually pull that thread up and then I'll show y'all how you can add, okay, so this girl, whoops, for instance, how do I get to her profile? Shoot, okay. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, okay, so I'm gonna go to this person's profile. I'm gonna click on friends. And then for the people that I'm targeting, or that I'm just, I don't even like that word, but the people that I'm wanting to connect with this month, I'm just going to add her to my favorites list. And if you want to get really fancy, you can click on edit friends list and you can create a category and add them to a certain category. But I think it's simple to just add them to your favorites. Now, as far as Instagram goes, you can actually get notified when people post. Okay, so I'm going to go to the person's profile. Shoot. This is kind of weird doing it from the computer. Okay. Kelly, help me out here. On my phone, there's a little bell in the top right-hand corner.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, let me show you. I can hold my phone up and see if maybe that'll help.
Yeah. But all you have to do.
Can y'all see that? See if you go, let me see. I don't know how to do this. If you go to like you click on the name, and do you see at the top here, there's a bell, and you hit the bell and it can show, like I'll show you.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not doing it on the computer.
It then pulls this up and you can set you can set it to green for posts, stories, IGTV. And that way you get notified anytime those people that are on that list post, and you can go interact and engage.
Yeah, and even on my phone, if I click these 3 buttons on my phone, it gives me the option to turn on post notifications. I don't know why it isn't doing it on my computer, but you get the idea.
You can do that on Facebook too if you want a specific post to be notified. You want to be notified for the post.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, for a specific post.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing a minute. Okay. So yeah, so the idea is right now, if you're watching the recording, just hit pause, and for 5, no more than 10 minutes, you're going to pick out your 20 to 25 people. These are not Plexus people. So, go into different Facebook communities that you're in, maybe scroll through people you've added as friends recently and just make that list. And, ideally, I would say put people on there that you're going to connect with, like your lives are aligning in some way, that there's a connection there, so that it's going to feel natural. Because most often the people who are going to be our best clients and customers and business builders are going to be usually have some similarities to us. So just hit pause if you're watching the recording and go ahead and create that prospect list. Okay, so what do we want them to do next, Kelly?
No, I think that's it. I think next week we're going to start breaking these down. So we'll work on prospects next week. The week after we'll work on customers, and the week after ambassadors, just to set y'all up for whatever is coming, and make sure that you have poured into and taken time with these people and leaving an impact rather than just making it about income. So I'm excited about the month.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really good. And again, just one more reminder, come next week with your list of customers. Even if they haven't bought from you in a year, just go to your back office, print those lists off, or just write the names down. But all your level one ambassadors, not your whole team if you have a bigger team, but all your level one ambassadors, or maybe even adopted level ones if they're the person who signed them up isn't really in the picture, and bring those 3 lists, and we'll dive into. I think we're going to do customers next week, aren't we? Or do we want? Are we going to start with prospects?
I thought we were starting with prospects just because
Yeah.
it's going to take a little bit more time.
Yes.
But I'm fine with whatever.
Okay. Yeah. Prospects, customers, ambassadors. Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Y'all have an awesome rest of the week.
Okay. Bye, guys.